Guys, this is Mike, and it's time for my next modification. This is it right here. This is a kit I got off of Amazon. I got this kit because this is supposed to be a plug-and-play kit, and it's going to replace my reflectors. I'm going to take the reflectors off and replace them with these LED lights. Now, one thing that they did not give me is instructions. So I'm going to have to do a little research and figure out what wire goes where. But for the most part, it looks like the black wire is the ground. I've had to go on a whole bunch of searching for this, but it looks like the black wire is ground. The yellow is the turn. The white is the driving, and the red should be the brake. So we're going to see how this plugs into the original harness, and then wire this accordingly. And it's got these cool little, you snap the wires into there, and then it's got these cool little keepers that keep the wire in there, see? So yeah, so we're going to do this here. Let me get this old reflector out and see if I can get this new light in. So yeah, so we're going to start here by taking this piece off and then pulling the light out, and then go from there. And there's a bunch of videos on YouTube that show you how to do this, which is what I did, looking for them. So we'll go from there. Okay, we had to have a brief interlude because hybrids have this cover on them that has to come off to gain access to the driver's side. And I lost my jack in storage apparently, and had to go get a new jack. So that cost me the rest of the day running around digging through storage and looking for stuff. So now I'm getting these clips off, which are right here, which are this type of clip, as you can see right here. Just prying that out and then pulling the clip out to get this cover off. And then once we get this cover off, we should have access to that bright side reflector. So this 30-minute job is now turned into a 2-day job, but you know, live and learn. I didn't know that hybrids had this, and it makes sense because it's probably for airflow. It's probably to, you know, keep air out from buffeting in the back of this the rear bumper. So here we go. I'm going to take this off and hopefully gain access to that reflector so we can take it off and get it replaced. So live and learn. Okay, that was much more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was going to be. Here's the empty socket. Back up a little bit so you can see it. Here's the old reflector off of there. If you happen to have a hybrid and are going to be stupid like me and do this mod, there are a couple things you should know. There's these little, see if I can get it in the screen here, right there. This little guy here, you have to unscrew. He unscrews it like a Phillips, and then it pops off, and then you just got to pull it down a little bit, and then you'll have access to here. But it's it ain't easy. So here we go. I'm going to show you this on this side because I forgot to do the other side. There's a little grommet right there. You can see it. Grommet right there. That, I really don't know what it's for. It's probably a bumper for something. But what I did is I cut it and poked a hole in it, and that's why I ran the wiring harness through to get it back to the inside where it all plugs together. So just wanted to show you that. And that's that little guy right there. Thing I wanted to share is they say to poke a hole in this and then everything goes in, fits perfect. Well, it kind of does, but I had to drill mine out a little bit because on the back of this you can see it's got this little guy that doesn't really sit flush. It's a glare, and so I had to drill this out a little bit and to make it fit flush. So yeah, just that little tidbit. I had mentioned before was how I spent a time looking at the wiring and stuff. Well, this little harness they gave me actually took all the guesswork out of it, because if you can see here, blue goes to red here, so they took the guesswork out of it, so I didn't have to mess with it. So all I've got to do is go red to red, black to black. Actually, yeah, red to red, black to black, and then the only other color that's weird is white, and that white goes to green. So yeah, they took all the guesswork out of that, so sweet. Okay, here they are in. I'll go over to this side. The smoke color really goes good with the black. And we're going to go ahead and turn the headlights on. And there they are with the headlights on. The running lights there. And then we have the hazard lights. So yeah, those are pretty snazzy. I like that. That looks really cool. That was a ginormous pain in the ass, but the outcome was great. So yeah, more than I thought it was going to be.